Hey, it's your boy Crypto Expat back with another video. In this video, I want to talk about Reef. I've had a few people comment and say, can I do a overview on Reef? Can I talk about Reef? So I want to do just that in this video. What I'm also going to do is I want to announce the $10 Litecoin winner from our previous video. So let's get into it right now. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back. I really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, that bell notification. So next time I do Litecoin giveaways, next time I do hot new reviews on ICOs and IDOs and new coins and low cap gems, all that good stuff, you get notified because if you hit that bell notification and that bell icon and subscribe. So first order of business, let's pick a winner. So I want to thank everyone for had a bunch of comments, tons of comments actually, which is really good. And what I'll do is I'll filter the duplicates and include replies to comments. And we've got Zui Khan. The correct answer is Matic Network. Yes, and that's a Litecoin address. That looks like a Litecoin address. Excellent. Okay, congratulations. I'm going to send you $10 worth of Litecoin as soon as I finish this video. Okay, Reef was a launch pad project. It was launched on Binance, and you could also earn Reef by just staking your BNB on Binance. So they were lucky to get on Binance. Obviously got a lot of exposure. A lot of people invested into Reef. However, there's still opportunity for Reef, and that's kind of like, this is when those questions came, people kept on asking about it. I thought, why not do it? Because there's still plenty of meat on the bone with Reef. It's a gateway to DeFi through liquidity and protocol aggregation, proprietary analytics, and multi-chain accessibility. Basically, DeFi made easy. The ecosystem is decentralized financial infrastructure, exchange, trading, market. Reef gets liquidity from everywhere, both centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. And it solves the liquidity problem. Centralized exchanges, isolated silos, are prone to hacks. Decentralized exchanges, unstable liquidity, low and hard use due to Ethereum's network, no integrations with DeFi ecosystem. The yield problem is highly technical barrier to entry, impossible to keep up with the best strategies, and expensive gas fees and fragmentation problem. DeFi activities are fragmented and painful experiences, increased complexities. So these are the main selling points. This is the unique selling proposition on why you should invest in Reef and how it solves a problem. Reef is a multi-chain smart yield engine and liquidity aggregator for any DeFi protocol to integrate with. Reef Finance gives retail investors access to DeFi landscape with a low technical entry barrier, while at the same time augments the decision-making process based on users' risk levels. Reef is a native utility token of the Reef Finance with following use cases: governance, protocol fees, staking, and yield distribution. Now they do have a app. All right, so this is going to be like the main product. So this is actually partly operational. The background, the general layouts already here. And when you log in with MetaMask. These are just some of the options here. It just gives you a sort of like a overview of kind of like how the product would work. So you can get the LP tokens for staking and earn yield. This is the Reef bonds. So you could just buy these and sit on these. I've got this Reef card, this is pretty cool, I think. there's not many DeFi projects that have a card because they need fiat integration, and that's another complexity, levels of complexity. So yeah, this would be cool. Spend crypto in 60 million stores. HODL and exchange only when you need up to 8% cash back. Okay, now we're talking. And zero, your Reef Visa is completely free. Reef will not charge any administrative or processing fees. Alright, so interesting. So this is obviously, if we come and have a look at their roadmap, these are the things they've done. The project's been going to in 2019 Q4, and as you can see here, if you have a look at their active roadmap, these are all the things that they've done. Economic audit, security audit. I do like that when they get audits. They've done the Binance Launchpad already. Reef aggregation layer. Then we've got the Reef and LP farms, Binance Access. Reef, this is what they're doing. They're testing now, the Reef basket engine, and then they're going to integrate that with the Polkadot Chainlink and the yield engine and multi-ecosystem support and Kusama development. So I guess the biggest buzzword with this is is Polkadot. And when these blockchains or dApps can plug into Polkadot, it just adds a whole new dimension to their the usability and their accessibility. So there's a big, I guess, race on at the moment. Everyone's trying to get into get a hold of these parachains and get these slots in, because once you can hook in with Polkadot, you can then basically talk to other blockchains, and Polkadot will do all the heavy lifting. They don't have to build this ecosystem out themselves. They can just plug in through what they call a parachain, and the relay chain will do all the interoperability between different blockchains. And Polkadot has a number of all these blockchains that are going to integrate with it. So this is really going to expand the ecosystem and alleviate some of the problems that we're seeing with Ethereum at the moment. So definitely a hot topic, and everyone wants to get into these parachains and secure their slot. So Reef is going to plug into Polkadot ecosystem, and that's kind of be like one of the big selling points for the project as well. Even though Polkadot is a buzzword right now, and whenever there's anything to do with Polkadot, generally speaking, a whole bunch of people just jump on it. They don't know why, they just do it. Okay, they're just like, hey, Polkadot, oh my god, I need to jump onto this. So but it will be an important part of what they're trying to do. The DeFi liquidity problem. Liquidity is the ability to trade large quantities of assets at any given time without causing a drastic change in its price, known as slippage. Inbound and outbound liquidity is one of the most important characteristics as well-functioning markets. The DeFi markets are no exception. Bootstrapping liquidity for a new market is a classic chicken and egg problem. Market makers need flow from products and users to implement profitable strategies. Products and users need market makers to provide liquidity. Without constant churning of flow, market makers cannot arbitrage and spread, which is meant to compensate them for standing by their counterparty during times of volatility. DeFi platforms have various means of bootstrapping the liquidity, which include OTC desks, central exchanges, and of course decentralized exchanges and liquidity pools. Ideally, decentralized liquidity such as DEXs and liquidity pools should make up the majority of liquidity source for DeFi. However, current DeFi liquidity providers cannot provide enough liquidity in some cases, so DeFi products might need to access centralized liquidity sources as well as to ensure proper market fluctuations. Hence, the current climate is centralized exchanges lack security and have high trading fees, while DEXs have low liquidity and large slippage. This is absence of options in the middle and can hedge against the downsides of these two types of liquidity sources. So that's kind of like what they're trying to do. They're trying to get all these other different sources of liquidity and alleviate both problems on centralized and decentralized exchanges, and also have it so it's really, really easy for retail investors and newbies to start using these different products. So it's not complicated, so it's user friendly. Okay, if we just talk a little bit about the tokenomics, because it already has launched and there is a large circulating supply. Okay, it's the total supply is actually over 3 billion. So it's one of those tokens that it's got a large supply, very large, and that's hence why this is only 4 cents. And doesn't say here the circulating supply, but if we look at the markets, I mean, obviously it's on Binance, UOB, Uniswap, Bilaxy, UOB Global, Poloniex, Gateway. So it's on, PancakeSwap. It's on quite a few exchanges. There's a fair bit of volume coming through. So I think that this it's still gaining traction, and it's because they're still going through their roadmap. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see too much price increase, not for a while anyway, because they're still building this out. Now, we did get into the ICO or the IDO when it launched on Binance, but it dropped quite a bit. Okay, it dropped quite a bit. So I think we're probably just at the IEO price now. If we just have a look at the 90-day chart, yeah, we're just above it. See, so 3, kind of like 2 cents, 3 cents. Now it's like 4 cents. So it's starting to climb now, and that's a promising sign for Reef, because this was one of the projects that because in our Patreon group we have pre-screen projects, and we do these ICOs, and it's a good way to make some really good gains. And this is one that it's kind of flopped for a couple of weeks. It hasn't really done much for about 2 or 3 weeks now, and we thought that this one was going to do really, really well, but it hasn't. But you know what? Sometimes these projects need just time for them to implement this stuff. Just because there's no price move, it doesn't mean that there's no value being created. It's just like another project that I talk about. I've done numerous videos, is Celsius. They're doing so much stuff in the background, but the price hasn't really moved past $5 for 2 to 3 weeks now. And investors keep on expecting that the price should go up, but that's not how it works. So if we look at the breakdown, I mean, there was, if you got into the seed investors and private sale investors like that, they're for the big boys, okay? So they're coming in with some serious coin. It's not open for retail investors. That's why they call them seed and public or private investors, okay? And they got this really, really cheap. I mean, seed investors got this at 0.0007. And even though it's only 4 cents now, that's still a massive gain, okay? That's like, nearly 100x, I guess. And even the seed sale people, they got it at a pretty good price. The private sale people. Yeah, they got it at 1 cent. It's now, 0.001 cent, and it's 4 cents. So, they've all also made money. The thing with is I always look at is the dilution. All right. So this is really important, because once you have, if you have a lot of dilution coming, then it's going to be a real big issue. Or if you have a lot of supply out initially and the price is steady or it goes up, that's also a good thing. So what you don't want is like a whole lot of dilution coming, because it's just basically going to be so much more supply out there at one time. It's going to drop the price big time if the demand doesn't stay there. But what they're very crafty in doing is they drip feed this out, and you mightn't see a lot of these a lot of supply might come out after 1 to 2 years, and the lockups with their technical team, the advisors, and all that sort of stuff, it comes later. So that's always a good thing. It gives time for the project to develop some value and start to implement the roadmap. Then more investors jump on, the price goes up, and by the time the team and the advisors and all the other piece, once they all get their piece and they're all allowed to unlock, there's enough value built in the project that it just doesn't dump. So the biggest thing would be the fiat integration for me and the Polkadot integration. So I do like those two aspects of this project. Okay, so we better wrap it up. The video is getting longer than I expected. So where would I sit with Reef long term? I think it's a good project. I think that there's a lot of noise right now with a lot of different DeFi projects out there, because this one's on Polkadot and it kind of does something different. I think it has a chance, and also there's a lot of big backers behind this as well. See, there's quite a few backers here that's pretty big names in the space. So when you see that they're sort of behind it, this project is not just the run-of-the-mill sort of thing. Okay, so I think with Reef is you're gonna have to sit on this one because there's such a large supply. Most of the supply is not coming out till, well, I guess next year. 40% of it will be coming out. If we look at here, yeah, about 40% of it will be out by December. By the end of the year, 40 to 50% of it. Okay, so that's quite a bit of dilution. But if you're going to invest in this, in my opinion, it's going to be just a hodl. All right, don't expect big gains, and you'll just have to hodl this one for 6 to 12 months. It could do well. It could still 10x in this period of time. I don't know the circulating supply, so I can't give you a market cap. But yeah, this is a 6 months, 12 months. If you're going to invest in that minimum, it could have some really good gains, because DeFi is hot right now and crypto is very bullish. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts on that. I hope I've given you some more information to make a better decision. And obviously, I'll put all the links below of all the resources, white paper, so you can dive a little bit deeper. And if you have any questions, just comment below and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that bell notification, because I've got some more Litecoin giveaways coming up for February and you don't want to miss out on those. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Are you new to crypto and DeFi? You're not sure how to navigate through the scams and keep away from the sharks trying to steal your crypto? This space can be very daunting for newbies. That's why we created 100xcryptoacademy.com. This is not just a course on DeFi, yield farming, and investing, but a real community of like-minded crypto enthusiasts who believe crypto is the key to financial freedom. You'll get 50+ HD on-demand videos, ongoing research analysis and pre-screened, ICO and pre-sales, 4 weekly webinars per month, with live Q&A, private access to our exclusive forum, and our vibrant Telegram group for live chat and updates. All for a low monthly investment. Check out our Patreon at 100xcryptoacademy.com.